In terms of preseason, I mean, you played the Clippers a couple days ago. You're going to face them again. How much emphasis do you put on the Clippers, or how much emphasis do you put on yourself?
No, Sherman, that's a good question. We're still in training camp mode. I mean, we're still working on our stuff, what we want to do. Not as much game adjustments as we would if it was a regular season game. We'd switch things up. Right now, we're still concerned about understanding what we're doing defensively, understanding what we're doing offensively. But we used the first game as far as a barometer, as far as what we need to work on, what we need to emphasize, and that type of thing. And it was a good barometer for us.
Is this still as intense in terms of watching film for you, but more focused now on what you guys do? But it's kind of the same approach as terms of practice for you coaches. It's getting into the regular season.
No question. It's still more about us, more so than, like you said, looking for adjustments. What can we take away? And that type of thing. So a different watching the film, but we watch it with the same intensity, same focus as you would if it was a regular season game, but just a different emphasis, you know, more so, like you said, are we handling the pick and roll situations properly? Are we executing a side out of bounds underplay correctly, which we didn't? So those are the type of things we're emphasizing on more so than you know, who we're playing.
Dwane, that was my question about, as you say, the barometer. You look at it and you say, okay, these things measure up okay. These things we need to work on. How much do you value keeping the stuff that you feel is going okay and then trying to improve on the other stuff? Because sometimes you can have slippage in one area when you focus somewhere else.
Right, it is. You know, that's what we measure. We measure to see, okay, we're okay there, so we don't need to work on that as much, or we need some more work on our side pick and roll defense. So those are the type of things, our transition defense, whatever it is. So we pick the areas where, like you said, there's slippage, or areas where we definitely need a lot more work.
Are you okay with when you change the focus for a game or a practice that, I mean, not okay, but there's going to be some slippage? How much do you go back and say, hey, look, we got to maintain X at this level while we work with Y?
Right. Well, right now, Jonesy, we have so much stuff to get in. It's hard to go back. We'll hit it, but probably is not with as much. But again, there was so much we still have to get in with the less amount of games for the exhibition season, which in the long run is going to be good. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's more of a cram course as much as anything else, as well as seeing what players can do, what players can play, what position, what players you want to keep. Those type of things are all going on simultaneously.
How much will you shift it up going into tonight with guys that maybe give some minutes to other guys that didn't get minutes last game?
We'll switch that up a little bit. The rotations as far as who's going to play and how many minutes, what positions. Like, we still want to see DeLon Wright possibly at the 2-3 position. So have some minutes there, probably more minutes with Fred VanVleet and DeLon as far as that's concerned, because that's going to be a combination of what's going to help alleviate some of the big minutes for Kyle. So there's a lot of things we want to see, more so than just our set rotation that we're going to go into game one with.
Safe to say that the guys vying for those spots at the back end of the roster, you're evaluating them more in practice because you're saving the games for the other guys?
No question. And again, we have a good feel for what guys can do through the practices. And again, they've shown a lot as far as what they can do, who they are, and that type of thing.